Tonight on Hip on the Spot News. More news about the Strike Eagle are emerging. The Strike Eagle is ready to announce another date again. The built-in voice chat is getting improved. And Andre Celesti, me, is going on TV. Really? This and more on How I Play. Hello virtual pilots, I'm Andre Celesti, and tonight we are going to take a look at the latest developments in DCS World. So here we are, in May, a new month, more expectations, thoughts about release dates, what is out there, and of course the usual patch and updates that are just around the corner. Last week we talked about the upcoming LA7 by Octopus G, and on Friday we got more news from ED about it. As the module is still under construction, work in progress, yada yada yada, it seems that the Octopus G team have completed the trajectory of movement settings that includes mass inertia, aerodynamics characteristics, propeller and engine. They are currently developing the compressed air system, control systems that include yaw and pitch channel trimmers, fuel, hydraulics and so on. The team is also working on the 3D model, including the damage model and a wide range of liveries. Liveries will include famous aces and several nation liveries, both historic and alternative history. Better said, fictional. Items that are still to be completed include a quick start manual, 2D art, and instant action missions. So good to know things are moving forward. Always great news to understand where we are with certain modules in development. Not that we can project any release dates, but at least we can keep track on progress. So until further notice, we give a shout out to the team at Octopus G and good luck with everything. Moving on, ED have improved the overall stability of the voice chat connection between users, even when using a VPN. They are now working on realistic radio sound effects and the possibility for players to create their own radio sound effects profiles. Sounds good? Roger, roger. They've added static noises for better immersion and a microphone normalization feature with an updated mic test option. Many bugs have also been resolved when talking over the radio between different aircraft modules. They also added the ability to mute individual players and adjust the volume of specific channels. This gives players great control over their communication and reduces potential radio distraction during gameplay. The improvements to the integrated DCS World voice chat system are significant, and it will greatly enhance the overall experience. So we can expect them very soon in a future update. And now, we got some news about the Strike Eagle. Yes, I can hear you out there, as most comment sections from our videos are filled with the Strike Eagle questions. We try to be realistic and with our feet on the ground, despite the real hype that some of us feel for this particular module. So a recent post from Ron Zambrano at Razbam informs us that the early access is getting real fast to its release date. Actually, nothing new here, because let's face it, we've seen the signs every week. Actually, ever since that 2 weeks joke and the final countdown video for the Strike Eagle. But before you jump up and down, let me say it already. There is no public release date, not yet at least. I will explain it later. Ron shared with us what we can expect from the initial release. By now, we all know more or less what early access means for a module. It gets shipped to us in a certain state, and it's to be updated until the project is considered feature complete. Please note, this may take a long time. So a list was published showcasing what we should get with the early access release for the Strike Eagle. Starting with navigation, we can expect a fully modeled laser gyros assembly with drift error, integrated GPS assembly with its own independent gyro system, inertial navigation with selectable gyro system for positioning keeping, TACAN ILS and waypoint navigation, fully editable within cockpit using add, edit and delete functions. Then for the sensors, we get the TSD or Tactical Situation Display. As we understand, currently it is working only as a moving map. It will be constantly updated to become a fully operable system capable of selecting targets. Then we got the AN/APG-70 radar with air-to-air RWS, STT, TWS, and HOJ. For the air-to-ground, we can expect the radar map, high-resolution map, and ground-moving target. The radar is fully integrated with the loaded TGP and synchronized for the MultiCrew cockpit. So speaking about pods, we can expect the AAQ-13 navigation pod with available FLIR, the AAQ-14 lantern with FLIR and laser designation available, and after early access, the newer Lightning pod will be available fully functional as well as part of the CTU update program. This also includes the Sniper pod. You ready for it? Okay. In the future! Moving on with weapons management, as expected, the learning curve is steep, and we will be required to do certain procedures before the loaded weapons can be used. This involves the Programmable Armament Control Set, or PACS. And now let's talk about the weapons that will be available with the early access release. For air-to-air, we got the AIM-9, 7, and AIM-120 family. For air-to-ground, the Mark 82, 84 family, CBUs 87, 97, GBUs 10, 12, 24, 27, 28, plus training versions of the Mark 82, 84, and GBU 12. The gun, more precise, the M61A 20mm Vulcan with 500 rounds of either PGU-28B or M56 HEI. Other stores include external fuel tanks and travel pod. Yeah, that's it. Now moving on with the cockpit, both front and rear cockpits are fully clickable, including some items like mirrors, which can be rotated. The digital displays, MPDs and MPCDs are functional, but not all the menus options are available. The HUD is fully implemented, including the HUD repeaters in both cockpits. The main HUD in the front cockpit can also display FLIR video when the nav pod is loaded. All aircraft master modes are enabled. And now, please pay attention to this quote. Given the fact that the F-15E Strike Eagle is by design a two-crew strike fighter involving coordinated inputs by the pilot and the VSO, but at the same time it's capable to be operated by a single user in a simulated environment, it was decided to focus on single-player use. But at the same time, multi-crew capacity was included to some extent for early access. We need to keep in mind that more multi-crew features will be available with each new update to the aircraft. And from that, we jump into multi-crew synchronization. Let's see the things we can expect to be available for the early access. Flight controls, autopilot, CAS and trim system, landing gear and brake system, speed brakes, flaps, engine and control systems, electrical systems, aircraft external and cockpit internal lights, ECS, fuel and ejection system, air-to-air and air-to-ground radar, plus navigation. Razbam mentioned that the multi-crew synchronization is a challenging technical endeavor due to the complexity of the aircraft systems that allows both seats to fully control the aircraft and its sensors. Well, yeah, we cannot argue with that. So we need to expect a lengthy and complex process that will be constantly updated. It sounds familiar to me, but multi-crew synchronization is one of their top priorities during current and coming development. So fingers crossed that they will be able to update it to its proper function. So this was the set-in-stone list feature for the early access. But at the same time, more features will be added until release. Razbam has a release date for the early access, and it will be public in the near future. There you go. Why do I have a déjà vu feeling? No. Let's not go there. And that's it. In the next 2 weeks, I am out of the studio and into another one. Don't worry, we will strive to keep you in the loop as always. I cannot release much information, but I will take part in a TV show. But until then, we got some shows to be released, so thank you all for watching. Remember to check our sponsor, VR Rock, for your VR blue light protection and prescription lenses. If you want to participate in our Sinai map giveaway, still waiting on that as well. Yes, more information in the video description. Many thanks to our patrons that support our channel. And as always, remember to leave us a like if you find the video informative and subscribe to keep in touch with all the latest news on your favorite simulators and games. I am Andre Celesti, reminding you to fly safe, and I'll see you next time.